Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I'm Ruth Norton with Ruth's Stamping Corner. This is what we're making today. It is an adorable little box. There's quite a few little steps involved in it. Look at what happens. I'm going to show you. Pull this out. Pull the little box out. Look at that. The little top pops up. It makes it like a little pop-up easel Matchbox. It's so adorable. So I'm going to show you how to make this. There you go. You can see it a little better popped up there. When you close it, it lays flat. And then you open it up and it pops up. So it's really cute. This is what we are making today. There's a few extra steps involved in this little box. So we're going to try to get going on the box as soon as possible. But there are a few important things that I need to tell you guys about today. Today only in my online store, Stampin' Up! Has offered free shipping. Today only on orders over $75. So if you're shopping my online store, make sure that you check out that free shipping. So when your order reaches $75, you're going to automatically get the free shipping. Now, don't forget, you can shop the last chance list from both the current annual catalog and the mini catalog. There's still some amazing things left. Some are discounted up to 60% off. So great deals to be had there. This is also a good time to stock up on cardstock that's carrying over, adhesives. I posted a whole list of stuff that was going up in price, so make sure to check out that list and see what exactly is going up in price. What can you stock up now on? Because it's a great time to stock up on that, especially with the free shipping. The other thing you can get with the free shipping is Paper Pumpkin prepaid subscriptions. Get those now because those are also going up in price starting in May. So get those now. You don't even have to have those shipped to you. You'll be emailed a link and then you just plug in that link, or a code, not a link. And then you plug in that code in your Paper Pumpkin account and you're good to go. So Paper Pumpkin subscriptions that are over $75 are going to get that free shipping offer too. So great deals to be had. And again, with that Paper Pumpkin subscription, nothing is shipped to your house. You just get that email. So it's a great deal. Now, if you are shopping, please use this host code. All orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. Orders over $50 or more will receive the make and take kit that coordinates with that. I am mailing out everything from like the very beginning of April to today. So I'm mailing those out today. So if you have placed an order between like the April 5th and now, it's going out today. Use that host code. If your order is over $150, don't use the host code. You're going to get Stampin' Rewards on that. Look what came yesterday. Look at that. My 20th anniversary pen with Stampin' Up. So they like to reward you. I also got some, like a product bonus shopping spree that I got to use on some of my pre-order stuff, but they also reward us and send us a little pen. So 20 years of Stampin' Up! I celebrated that anniversary last month. So, and it comes in this beautiful little box. So, very sweet. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Posting this Friday. Oh, I forgot to turn off my tone. Sorry, guys. Posting this Friday is my card crate for May, and it will feature the Zany Zoo bundle. Card crate is a fantastic class. It's a class to go. You can add on the bundle if you don't have it, and it is, if you're local and don't need it shipped, it's $35. If you do need it shipped, it's $40. But you get $20 in product in addition to all your card supplies. And this month we're using, or in May, we're going to be using the Zany Zoo bundle. And you guys are going to get a sneak peek of those cards. Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. So if you want the card crate for the Zany Zoo bundle, and details will be posted on my blog on Friday. So make sure you check my blog on Friday if you want that, if you want details on that. I want to give you guys a quick little sneak peek because it is so super cute. Okay, the annual catalog, I can't show you inside, but I can show you the outside. It's coming. This is starting May 2nd. I am shipping out catalogs. So if you need a catalog, please let me know. I do not automatically send catalogs to people who have purchased. They're very expensive to mail. And so I will ship you a catalog, but you do need to request it. So even if you've placed an order in the last month or so, please, last 6 months, whatever, last year, if you placed an order with me, you need to message me or email me to request a catalog, but I will be happy to send you one. If you are local in the Albuquerque area and you want to pick one up, I will actually be somewhere this Friday. You can email me for details on that, message me for details, and I'm going to be there just handing out catalogs to my customers who want to stop by. So if you want to stop by and pick one up, if you're local in the Albuquerque area, message me and get details on that event this Friday. Okay, this is the host code. We already talked about that. Make sure that you're shopping that. If you are watching this video on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. One more thing that I did want to mention is I have my paper share information posted for this catalog, for the upcoming catalog. I posted that on my blog. There's also a link in the video description. If you want to get on all the fantastic DSPs that are in here, you can check out my paper share information. I have 3 options this year. I have a DSP only option, a specialty paper only option, or an option with both of them. So check the link in the video description if you want to get in on the paper share. Okay, let's get started. Look how cute this little project is. So I'm going to show you again. So it's a cute little box, and it is like a pop-up slider box. When you pop up Matchbox slider, when you pull it out, the little top pops up, and so it'll sit on your desk. So cute, right? And inside there is a little banana nut muffin. These are what they look like. I found mine at Walmart. These are, hope you can see that. They're just banana nut muffins. They come individually wrapped like this, and you get like a dozen of them for, I don't know, it was pretty affordable. So really cute little gift. So banana nut muffin with our little monkey. So let's get started. We're actually going to start with the stamping first, and we're going to glue our monkey together, and that way he has time to sit and dry before we need to move on. Okay, so I'm using some new colors here. I'm using Pecan Pie to stamp, and I need to grab my Stampin' Pierce pad. Hold on. Okay, this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I like to pull this out with the photopolymer stamp sets because it gives it a little bit of extra cushion. And oh yeah, we're stamping on the Pecan Pie. So Pecan Pie cardstock, Pecan Pie ink, we're going to stamp our little monkey. And let me show you that bundle. I'm going to show you that. This is also coming new in the new annual catalog. So it is a punch bundle. So you're going to get the little monkey, his face, there's banana, and then there's little ears too. But it is such a cute little bundle. It's going to punch out this bundle, or this monkey. It's not going to punch out the other monkeys or anything else in the punch except, or anything else in the stamp set except for this little banana. So if you love the punch, that's great. But if you love these other images too, you may end up fussy cutting those. So just keep that in mind. So let's stamp our little monkey. He is, again, Pecan Pie ink on Pecan Pie cardstock. And then I'm going to stamp his face. Just going to get his little face. And I'm going to stamp that on crumb cake. I'm going to stamp this toward the bottom. That's going to make it easier to punch out. And you'll see that in a minute. So crumb cake cardstock and Pecan Pie cardstock. That's for our monkey. For our greeting, I have a piece that is 1x2. This is basic white. And I'm going to use that same Pecan Pie ink and stamp I'm bananas about you. Okay. That's it for the stamping. I've done some other stamping in advance just to speed up time a little bit on this video. It's going to be a little bit longer. So I've done some stamping in advance. We'll get to those when we get to them, but let's get our little monkey punched out. So this little piece down here on the very bottom, that's for his face. So we're going to push that down, line it up. When you're using these builder punches, make sure you're stamping first and punching upside down like this, so that you can see exactly where you're punching. Okay, so I'm going to punch that out. Here's his little face. The builder punches, you always get a lot of extra little pieces, so just push those off to the side. And then we have our little monkey in here. And let me pull this in here just so you can see all those little pieces. So there's little ear pieces right here and right here. This is the little banana in the stamp set, and then the monkey. So we'll come back over here, and we're just going to line him up. He's nice and perfect, and then we're gonna punch him out. All right, so let's get all my scrap pieces out of the way. Push those off to the side. And while we have the punch out, I am gonna punch out 2 little ears. So one here, and I'm using our new bubble bath for this. So we have one there and one here. Okay, so put our cardstock off to the side, put our punch off to the side, and let's go ahead and get this guy put together. I'm just going to trim off this little teeny tiny piece that got kind of snagged in my punch because I did it right on the corner. And good, we're good. Okay, I am going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm just going to put a little dot of glue on his ears and then on his face. So let's get his little face on there. Actually, let's put his ears on first. There we go. So use your Take Your Pick tool, and one there and one there. Take Your Pick tool will really help you out on this one. And then we're going to pick up our little face and we'll set it right onto our little monkey. And the liquid glue will give you just a second to kind of wiggle it around until you get it perfect. And there's your little monkey. Isn't he cute? Now with that builder punch, you can punch him out without even stamping him. So you can really customize him, make him whatever you want. So we're going to set him aside just to let him finish drying. Set that aside. We'll come back to that. And let's start on our box. So I have a piece of Pecan Pie that is 7.5 by 8. And we're going to do some scoring. It doesn't matter what side you start on. So just put it in, pick a side. You're going to score on all 4 sides at 1/2 inch and at 2.5. All the way around. So rotate it and go 1/2 inch and 2.5. 1/2 inch and 2.5. Just keep doing that on all 4 sides. And then we're going to trim this up. Well, we have our simply scored up, so let's do a couple more things that we're going to score. This is going to be the little belly band or wrap that goes all the way around the box. This is Lemon Lolly. This is one of our newer colors. This is, let's see, 2 5/8 by 11. We are only going to score on the long side, so score at 3, 5 1/8, 8 1/4, and 10 3/8. All of the measurements are in the video description, and they'll all be on my blog later, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. Now you're going to need one more piece of Lemon Lolly cardstock, and this one measures 2 7/8 by 1 7/8. And we're going to score it, and I've already scored this one to make sure I had it correct, but you're going to score it at 3/8, at 1 1/4, and at 2.5. And this is going to be the little mechanism that makes our little piece pop up. So this is the piece you're going to need for that. And again, all those measurements are in the video description. All right, that's all the scoring. So we're going to put that aside. And let's bring in that Pecan Pie piece. Grab your bone folder. Remember, we've talked about our bone folder before. This is your secret weapon for making boxes. You're going to get nice, crisp edges all the way around. All right, now there is going to be a picture on my blog of how this is all trimmed up. So if you need to refer back to that, you can. So on the 8-inch side, so there's going to be a longer rectangle here than here. So this is the 8-inch side, the longer side. So we are going to cut up on this first score line, and we're going to go to the second score line here. So I pass that 1/2 inch score line, we're going to go here, and then we're just going to notch that one out, just like that. Okay, we're going to go up the next one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stop at that second score line, and we're going to do the same thing on this side, and stop at the second score line. So we've pulled out this tab. Now on the little 1/2 inch tab on the center one, just trim those off. Okay. Now on this far side with this little 1/2 inch piece, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to cut that piece off up to that second score line, and then just go in and notch this one like that. Okay, now fold this center piece out of the way, and then just kind of eyeball about half and trim that little tab in half, and then angle those corners just like that. Cut off those little tabs, trim those tabs. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on this side. It doesn't have to be perfect, that it's going to get tucked in the box, so nobody's going to see it. So don't worry about getting it perfect. You can even put it in your paper trimmer if you want a straight line, but it's quick and easy just to cut it up that way. Okay, so that is one side. So we're going to flip it all the way around, and we're going to do the same exact thing on this side. So we're going to cut up that 1/2 inch line. We're going to notch in. We're going to cut apart this middle section. Cut straight up that. Straight up this line. Okay, we're going to cut this 1/2 inch piece away. There we go. And just cut it all off with that notch. All right, cut this in half and trim your corners. Okay, and one more side. Let's fold that out of the way. Just kind of eyeball it. These are just going to be glue tabs, so you don't need them to be huge. And if we folded them all in, they would overlap and it would get very bulky. So that's the reason that we're cutting them out. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to move all that trash out of the way. Okay, now it's still in the long position, so this is still like the 8.5 inch side. You're going to choose one of these. One of these is going to be the front, and fold up on that 1/2 inch score line and bring in your 1/2 inch circle punch. Now I know we don't sell a 1/2 inch circle punch, so just grab whatever small little punch you have. And I am just going to punch a sliver. Do you see how much I'm punching? I am just punching a tiny, tiny bit. Now, if you have like a slot punch or something, you can also do that. So you can see I didn't punch very much, but I want to use this to add a little bit of a ribbon pull. It's going to make it easier to pull that box out. So we're just going to add that. And then I have a tiny little piece. This is probably only like 2 inches of our new ribbon. This is from our ribbon combo pack. So you get this ribbon. It's lemon lime twist. It's stitched. It's so cute. You also get I think it's petal pinks. That's really cute too. So I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal Plus. Oh, you know what? I forgot to trim those little tabs here. So do that. Trim these little tabs. The 1/2 inch tabs on all 4 sides get trimmed. Okay, so Stampin' Seal Plus, you can use tear tape, you can use liquid glue, you can use glue dots, whatever is your strong adhesive. And I'm putting some just on that 1/2 inch tab there. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half. Fold my ribbon in half. And I'm going to poke it through this little hole that we made. Maybe. There we go. And I'm going to just adhere that ribbon flat on that tab. Just like that. If you have any hanging over, you can trim it off with your ribbon scissors, but just make sure it's nice and adhered flat, just like that. Now, before we fold this over and seal it up, we're going to assemble the rest of our box. So turn this over carefully. Don't glue that to your work surface. And on all of these outside tabs that we cut, we're going to use some strong glue. Again, use whatever super strong glue you want. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to flip this over, and then on all of these 1/2 inch tabs, we're going to go through and put some glue on these. Okay, just make sure you don't glue your tabs down. I'm just going to put a little bit more over that ribbon. Okay, so assembling is easy. You're going to line up the score line with the cut edge. So we're just going to work on the tabs now. We're not going to work on those 1/2 inch panels at all. Let's just work on the score lines. Just line that up all the way around. Those little 1/2 inch score lines that we made, it's going to leave our box nice and clean. It's going to give it like a rounded look. It's going to make it look nice and clean and finished and professional. And it's going to hide that ribbon. Okay, now that we have our box put together, all you're going to do is just go around and fold in those little 1/2 inch pieces. And that will give us our little pull tab. And grab your bone folder again and just go through and give everything a really good burnish, especially those little tabs in there. That little 1/2 inch panel we folded over. And that is your little box. Isn't it cute? So from here, just stick your little banana muffin inside it. Just like that. Perfect, right? All right, let's work on our little tab, or our little belly band thing that's going to go around. So go ahead and grab your bone folder again. Give those lines a really good burnish. And we're actually going to die cut a piece out of this before we assemble it. So I'm going to just trim the belly band. Just there's like a 1/2 inch border down here. I think it's maybe even 5/8 of an inch down here. So you're just going to trim that off just at an angle. Now with that little tab on the side, this is going to be our glue tab. With that tab on the side, you're going to come to this bigger rectangle. So you're going to count 2 rectangles over. This one is the one we are going to die cut into. So I have my Stylish Shapes dies, and we're using the 3rd smallest or the 3rd largest. It's the one right in the middle. We're using this one, the square one, and we're going to die cut right in the center of that. So just eyeball whatever you think is center, and we're going to die cut in the center of that. I'm just going to grab my my mini cut and emboss machine because it's easier to grab. You can use whatever cut and emboss machine you have. This is our fantastic boho blue one. This one is no longer available for purchase unless you're a demonstrator, but the white ones are still available, so you can purchase the white ones. So, and of course, because this is a video, it's going to give me problems. Of course, right? Because that's how it always is. So just cut this out. I used some some washi tape to hold it down. You can also use Post-it tape, just to make sure it didn't move. Okay, put this away. I'm gonna come back to this. Hold on. Let's get our machine folded up and moved out of our way. Okay, now save this piece. We're gonna use this. So this little piece that we cut out, we're gonna use that. So put that aside and put your die aside. And this is what you have. And now we can assemble this. So put some glue onto this piece. And before we put it completely together, we're gonna grab that little mechanism. Remember, I already folded this one, so you're just gonna fold on the score lines on this one, and I'll hold it up so you can see how they got folded. And let me see which side I put. Okay, so this bigger side, this taller side, so you can see it's not scored completely in half. So you can see that this taller side is going to be the one at the front. And we are going to put some adhesive on the top of that one. I'm gonna go all the way across a little bit more. Okay, so adhesive on the top of this piece right here that's closer to the larger rectangle, and then we are going to put it again. I think we're going to go, how did I do it on here? I've only made this box once, so we're going to do this one on the top too. So on these two little 3/8 of an inch tabs, we're going to put it on there. This is going to fold kind of in this direction. Actually, it's going to kind of go like that, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going to assemble this piece first. So we're going to push this through the top of the box. We have adhesive on this side. This is our longer side, and we're just going to adhere this right under the little edge right here. Just make sure it's nice and centered in the square. It should fit perfectly in there. You can see there's not a lot of room top or bottom. It should fit perfectly in there. So this is what we have so far. So it's assembled on the back of this piece, just that little 3/8 of an inch tab. This is the larger rectangle. We're going to push this piece through. So we're going to assemble that onto our box. Okay, so let's bring our box around. And before we close up our entire belly band, we're going to do this. So we have adhesive on this 3/8 inch piece here, and I hope I'm going to be able to do this on video without causing too much confusion, because it is a little bit finicky. It's one of those things where you're like, I need 3 hands. So I'm just going to make sure that this is centered. So I'm just wrapping those score lines around, and then this piece is going to go on the back of our box. Just line up that score line. So hang on, there we go. I'm probably making this look a lot harder than it really is. So you're gonna just line up the box. There we go. Just get my finger out of there. So it is attached to the box back here, and it's attached to this piece right here. So probably let's do this again this way, because this now is coming to me like it's an easier way to do this. I'm gonna line that up between the score lines and just line that up in the box. Probably if the muffin wasn't in here, it'd be a lot easier. Okay, there we go. So that score line is lined up flush with the box back there. This is going to go right around the box like that. This is attached to the front here. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope that didn't cause too much confusion. All right, this is going to wrap all the way around just like this and be adhered on the back like that. Okay, got it? So your box is going to pull out, and this piece is going to fold up. Just like that. Okay? Do you see that? Boop. It's going to pop up. Okay. Let's get to assembling the top of the box. Now that I made that look way harder than it actually was. Okay. So we have all of our pieces, and I'm going to go through what I have already pre-stamped. So we have our little monkey. that we stamped and put together. So he's completely dry by now. We have our greeting piece that we stamped. Now I pre-stamped from the stamp set and I colored 3 of these little leaves and I fussy cut them out. There's no dies or punches, so I fussy cut those out. And I also stamped the heart, colored it and fussy cut that out. The heart is colored, it's stamped and colored in Bubble Bath ink. That's a new color. And the leaves are in Parakeet Party. I also have off to the side here, I have 5 of these little bananas that are stamped in Daffodil Delight ink on Lemon Lolly cardstock. I have those off to the side. They already have dimensionals on the back because they're super tiny, so I made sure to get those on the back, and they're all sticky, so I have those off to the side nice and safe. So we're going to get to those in just a minute. Okay, I have a piece of Pecan Pie cardstock. This is 2 7/8 by 2.5. A piece of Lemon Lime Twist cardstock that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/8. We're going to stick these together. You can use dimensionals for this. This is a 3D project. You're not going to stick this in the mail, so you can put as many layers of dimensionals as you want on this. I'm going to stick this one on flat. All right, now that piece that I told you not to lose, where did I put it? Oh, this piece, here it is. It's right in front of me. This Lemon Lolly piece that we, I'm looking for scissors now. Here they are. Then we cut out from the top. We're going to use that. I'm just going to roughly cut this in half. You're not going to ever see the middle, so don't worry about that. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of each of these pieces, and we're going to adhere these down. Just give it a nice border all the way around the top and the bottom, and then either the left or the right. And it's not going to be long enough to go in the middle, but that's okay because it's all going to be covered up. So it doesn't matter if you're cutting it straight or not. So this is what we have so far. We're going to stick our circle. This is punched with our new 2 3/8 inch circle. This one I am going to put up on dimensionals. So grab some of these. I just punched this out of white. So nothing fancy for this one. Just punched out of white. And we're going to stick that on there. Okay, so this is where we are so far. Got it? Let's stick on our little monkey. Let's stick on our greeting first. I'm only going to put adhesive on the right side of this greeting because this side's going to hang off a little bit. So we're going to just stick this on along the bottom down there. I'm not going to adhere it down all the way until I know it's in the right place. And a couple dimensionals on the back of my monkey. Peel those off. And I'm actually going to put one more dimensional on the back of his hand here. And that one is you're going to see that one. But we're going to cover that up with a heart. So I'm going to peel that off. And I'm going to just put our little monkey guy on here. Just like that. And then grab your heart that you colored. And just stick that on. And that's going to cover up the rest of that dimensional. Okay. Let's get our leaves on. I'm going to do one flat. And then the other 2 are going to be popped up with dimensionals. The assembly part's or the decorating part's the easy part, right? It's the assembly part. And I know I made that look a lot more complicated than it is. So make sure you go back. You can watch the replay and check it out. It's really a really cool box once you get it done and get it on. So the one that's going flat is going on first, and then we're putting one here like that, and one more going like that. Actually, let's move these up a little bit higher. I wanted to cover the top of that circle like that. And we have to leave room for our bananas. Okay, so I have 3 bananas that are going on up here. They're all on dimensionals. So I'm going to tuck one kind of behind his head so it doesn't cover his head. One over here. And then this one can go kind of right over his ear, just like that. So 3 little bananas hanging from the tree. Then I have 2 more bananas, and these were punched from the punch. The punch will punch these out. So let's go this way with that one. And one more right next to it, like that. So 2 little bananas on the bottom. So cute, right? All right, now we're going to adhere it to our box. This is where you got to pay attention. You only want to put adhesive. Let's pull this out so it stands up. You only want to put adhesive on this piece. If you put adhesive anywhere else around here, it's not going to pop up. So just on this area right here. So I'm just going to grab a couple of dimensionals, and then I'll just put a little piece in for the bottom. Okay, peel these off. And that's the only place you want dimensionals. That's the only place you want to adhere this. And I like dimensionals because it's going to help it pop up even more. So then just go on here and line it up. And you can stick your hand in there. Just make sure you get everything nice and secure. Pull that out. You can make sure it's nice and secure. And that completes the box. There's no embellishments on here. You can add those if you want, but isn't that cool? So it pops up. You open it, it pops up. So if you have it like this, you open it, it pops up. It is so fun, and you'll play with this for a while. It's a really cute little box that pops right up. So isn't that fun? I love it. So I'd love to know what you guys think of this. So please let me know. Oh, my ribbon just came out of that one. I didn't adhere that one down very well. I used liquid glue for this one because I had to keep doing lots of taking apart and stuff. You can also, I think maybe a staple would hold that down real good, but you maybe need to cover this with some DSP if you did that. So we'll go back to this one that we just made because it's working perfectly and the ribbon didn't pop out. So, it's so cute. So let me know what you guys think of this. If you know of any other banana treats that you want to see made with this cute little monkey stamp set, please let me know. Leave them in the comments. I will be back in my VIP group. There's a link in my VIP group. If you are not already a member, everyone is welcome. But I think my paper pumpkin is coming today. So I'm going to try to go live either tonight or tomorrow morning with my paper pumpkin. So you can check that out in my VIP group. I also have a video posting tomorrow with a project sharing all the new in colors. So check that out on my blog and on my YouTube channel tomorrow. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll be back next week with another fun project. Thanks for hanging with me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.